Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on Sons of the Forest with the RTX 3080. We're going to be starting it off at 1080p at the ultra settings. Alright, here we go in the settings menu. 1080p, graphics, the ultra preset. There we go. No DLSS of course, but I'll use it as we go through. Let's jump into it. Look at the GPU temp, 30 degrees and GPU core 600 megahertz. I just saw that. Okay, let's jump into it and see what we can get. Look at the CPU bottleneck, man. 80% GPU usage at 1080p. That's crazy, isn't it? This card and the 3060 Ti, they both bottleneck the CPU, which is a 5900X. How crazy is that? That is nuts. So we have like a 20% headroom still left over on the GPU side. This game is so CPU intensive. It's crazy. Wow. Not much point in testing on 1080p at this point, but I'll just put the actual FPS, the estimated FPS on the screen for you guys to see what you will get if you have a proper or a faster CPU. But still overall, it's a pretty great experience. The stuttering is a bit annoying, but again, early access game, it will get patched. You already know how it goes. Man, stuttering is actually very aggressive right now. Normally it's not as bad as this, but it's happening every couple seconds in this area. Alright, in the water, what are we getting? Look at that, GPU is fully utilized now. In the water, we lost 20% GPU headroom. But yeah, the water is super intensive in this game. It's kind of nuts. FPS is going to be sitting pretty much in the mid to high 80s / the 90s. There's not much point in us staying at 1080p with this bottleneck. Let's push it up to 1440p and see what we get over there. Okay, then here we are at 1440p ultra settings. We're going to be sitting pretty much at the same FPS, but GPU will be fully utilized this time. So I think for me, the 3080 is definitely a 1440p card / a 4K card, depending on the game. But 1080p is obviously doable as well, depending on your CPU. But I think ideally for this GPU, you should be playing at least at 1440p. Just because the game looks far better, far sharper, far more clear at 1440p versus 1080p. And you're losing, what, like 20 to 30 FPS? Still above 60 FPS, of course. So I think it's worth the trade-off in my opinion. Snack time, let's go. Blueberry time. Now, where's Kelvin? I forgot about him completely, guys. Let's pull out that little GPS system. Alright, where's Kelvin? He's over here. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, Kelvin? Kelvin? Where you at, buddy? Where are you at? There he is. Imagine at nighttime you just see this dude walking up to you. How creepy would that be? Okay, I need you to go and follow me, because we got to go and hunt. Let's go, okay? We're going to be sitting at 7 gigs. Again, a bit lower than the 3060 Ti. I think we were sitting at 7.5 gigs for that. But I think it will climb up to that at some point. But regardless, we have plenty of headroom on the VRAM side, so no worries there. And FPS wise, again, sitting in the 70s and 80s with ease. So overall, it's a great experience. And the stuttering has definitely calmed down as well, so no complaints from me at all in this section. Ooh, spiderweb. Can I break this? No, I can't. Does it have any spiders anywhere here? Also no. Let's go for a little swim with Kelvin. FPS is going to fall down to what? The mid 70s from the 80s? Not bad. Pretty good actually. The low 70s right now. Alright, yeah, it's doing fine. Doing just fine. Okay, there's... Oh, wait, I never saw this one. There's an exclamation mark up ahead. Let's make our way to it and see what's up. Maybe there'll be something special. Maybe we can loot something there, you know? And unfortunately for 1440p, I can't use DLSS. We're going to be hitting a CPU bottleneck. But the quality does look fantastic at the quality preset. But once you go up to balanced and performance mode, it does lose a bit of its quality. So I would avoid those. And for a 3080... I think regardless, at native 1440p, you're getting fine FPS anyway, so you don't really need DLSS. Okay, where do we want to go? Okay, we're almost here now. That's a cannibal in clothing. Wait, is it a cannibal? Yeah, it's a cannibal, yeah, for sure. He's climbing a tree. Let's go across the river. That's a waterfall, I guess. Kelvin, where are you going? Kelvin! Well, guys, Kelvin left me. That's just me. Oh my god, it's good. Away from me. Keep your distance. Alright, we're almost here. Almost here. Wait, where's Kelvin? Isn't he near me? Yeah, he is. Okay. What's that beeping? What is that beeping? Okay, the marker's right here, I think. And our GPS is beeping like crazy, which means we're close. Okay, let's make our way down. What do we have over here? An airdrop maybe? With loot inside? Huh. I'm so confused. Where is it, dude? Is it under the dirt? Surely not. Maybe it's down below. Let's keep going until we find it. Well, that was a big waste of time. I can't find it. But it's beeping like crazy though, so I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and quit out, push it up to 4K, and continue on from there. And here we are at 4K, sitting at 64 FPS. That is fantastic stuff. I'm loving it so far. And the game looks incredibly sharp at 4K. It looks insanely good, let me tell you. It's better than 1440p, or far better than 1440p. And obviously way better than 1080p. That's not a surprise to anyone. But I think at this point FPS will fall down to the 50s, especially in the water areas. So let's go to make our way to that huge river, and we'll see what the FPS is. But if I was going to guess, I think FPS will fall down to the mid 50s. But honestly, a mid 50s experience slash a low 60s experience is very similar anyway. You can't really tell a difference if you have the FPS counter off. But, you know, we can use DLSS to get the FPS back anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. This game is pretty fun so far. I haven't really spent too much time actually playing it. I'm just exploring and, you know, doing all these tests, but the graphics look amazing, and the gameplay looks very similar to the first game with extra stuff added. So, alright, now at the river. Going inside. Yeah, this feels very laggy at this point actually. It feels pretty bad. Far more stuttery in the water. Sitting at 52 to 54 FPS. Not too bad actually. It was stuttering quite a bit at the start, but it's definitely calmed down at the moment. But, yeah, not too bad. Now for 4K we can go probably up to the performance mode for DLSS and still have a good looking game. So I think I'm going to start it off with the balance preset and move our way down to the performance mode. Alright, and here we are with balance DLSS. Sitting at 90 FPS pretty much, which is our limit for the CPU. Unfortunately. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Calm it down. Okay, the quality looks a bit over sharpened, in my opinion. It looks good, but I don't know, it looks a bit over sharpened. Can I lower the sharpness level? So as far as I know, you can't really increase the, or you can't decrease the sharpening level for DLSS in this game. So that kind of sucks, but the game does look good, just a bit over sharpened with DLSS. FPS is sitting in the 80s now from the 60s and the 50s, which is fantastic. And let's get in the water real quick. Okay, we're gonna fall into the mid 70s now, which is still fine. Our lowest FPS is 71, so still plenty of headroom before we fall below 60 FPS. So I think already this is a great start, and for the CPU, this is the way to go. And finally, with performance DLSS, we are sitting at 84 FPS. The game looks pretty much the same as native 4K, or I guess the same as balanced DLSS, which looks very similar to 4K native, which is fantastic. And yeah, what can I say? Oh, what's up, Calvin? You scared me there for a second, buddy. Okay, let's get in the water real quick. That's our true test for this game, is the water test. FPS is going to be sitting in the low 80s now instead of the low 70s. Or the high 70s and low 80s. So around a 10 FPS increase from the balance preset to the performance DLSS mode, which is great. So yeah, to summarize everything, the game was very CPU bound at 1080p. We were hitting pretty much 90 FPS at most, and then getting bottlenecked by the CPU. If you have a faster CPU, then you have a 20% GPU headroom left over that you can use. And at 1440p, we're sitting at around 80 FPS up to 90 FPS with dips into the 70s in the water, which is fantastic. No DLSS needed. But if you do want to use DLSS and you got a fast enough CPU for it, then go ahead and use the quality mode. I wouldn't go below that, to be honest. And you should get around an extra 10 FPS on top of that. At 4K, going to be sitting at 60 FPS on average with dips into the mid to low 50s in the water, which kind of sucks, but overall it's still a great experience. And with DLSS, you're going to be sitting pretty much at 70 to 80 FPS depending on your preset. Alright, I think that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Sons of the Forest. See you guys there.